Welcome back, everyone, to the Easy English podcast, where we learn English naturally through fun, everyday conversations. Are you looking for a fantastic and relaxing way to improve your English listening and speaking skills today? Well, you have definitely found the right place, so please grab a cup of coffee and make yourself very comfortable. My name is Emma, and I am your enthusiastic host for today's special 30-minute language learning podcast episode. We are going to speak very slowly and clearly so that you can easily understand every single word we say. Try to listen carefully to our stories, read the subtitles on the screen, and repeat the new vocabulary words loudly. In our cozy studio today, we have my wonderful friends Lucas, Leo, and Clara joining the conversation to help you learn. Are you ready to dive into today's exciting topic? Let's put on our headphones and start the podcast. Hello, my dear friends. Thank you all so much for coming into the recording studio this morning.
Good morning, Emma. Thank you for inviting us. I am very excited to share some interesting thoughts with our lovely listeners.
Hello, everyone. The studio looks incredibly beautiful today. The soft lighting makes it feel very relaxing and welcoming in here.
Good morning, world! I am wearing my professional headphones, and I feel like a very famous radio DJ right now.
You definitely look like a professional DJ, Leo. Today, we are going to talk about our daily routines and habits.
That is a brilliant topic. Discussing daily routines is incredibly helpful for English learners because it uses very common, practical vocabulary.
Yes, everyone has different habits. Some people are early birds, and other people love to stay awake late at night.
Let's start with the very beginning of the day. Lucas, what time do you usually wake up in the morning?
I am definitely an early bird. I always set my digital alarm clock for exactly 6 o'clock every single morning.
6 o'clock? That is unbelievably early, Lucas. The sun is not even awake at that hour during the cold winter.
I know it is early, but I love the absolute silence of the house before everyone else starts making loud noises.
What is the very first thing you do right after you get out of your warm, comfortable bed, Lucas?
The first thing I do is drink a large glass of plain water to completely hydrate my body after a long sleep.
That is a very healthy habit. Drinking water in the morning wakes up your brain and gives you fresh energy.
Well, my morning routine is completely different. I usually press the snooze button on my phone at least 3 times.
Oh, Leo! Pressing the snooze button makes you feel even more tired when you finally have to stand up.
I know it is a terribly bad habit, but my blankets are simply too soft and warm to leave immediately.
When you finally manage to wake up, Leo, what do you usually eat for your breakfast before you leave the house?
Because I am always running late, I usually just grab a quick slice of toast and a massive cup of hot coffee.
Breakfast is scientifically proven to be the most important meal of the day. You really need more healthy food than that, Leo.
I completely agree with Lucas. I always take my time to make a delicious bowl of oatmeal with fresh strawberries and honey.
Eating fresh fruit gives your body essential vitamins to help you focus perfectly on your difficult work tasks all morning long.
Okay, I promise I will try to wake up 10 minutes earlier tomorrow so I can cook a proper, healthy breakfast.
We are incredibly proud of you, Leo. Now, let's talk about how we all travel to our workplaces or to our university.
I am very lucky because my office is quite close to my apartment, so I usually ride my bicycle every day.
Riding a bicycle is fantastic for the environment, and it is also a wonderful way to get some free daily exercise.
Exactly. It takes me about 20 minutes, and I get to breathe the fresh morning air before I sit at my desk.
Unfortunately, my office is much farther away, so I have to take the crowded underground subway train every single morning.
The subway can be very annoying during the busy rush hour when everyone is trying to travel to work simultaneously.
It is definitely crowded, but I use the 30-minute train ride to read interesting books or listen to educational podcasts like ours.
That is a brilliantly productive way to use your travel time, Emma. You turn a boring commute into a fun learning experience.
I usually drive my car, but the heavy city traffic makes me feel very stressed and impatient before the day even begins. You should try listening to calm, relaxing classical music while you drive, Leo. It can significantly lower your daily stress levels.
That is a wonderful suggestion. Now, let's discuss our habits when we finally arrive at work and start our professional duties.
The very first thing I do at my creative job is write a detailed list of all the tasks I need to finish.
Making a clear to-do list is the ultimate secret to staying highly organized and incredibly productive throughout the entire long day.
I usually check my emails first, but then I get easily distracted and end up browsing funny videos on the internet instead.
Getting distracted by the internet is a very modern problem that almost everyone struggles with occasionally, including myself.
To avoid unnecessary distractions, I always put my personal mobile phone on silent mode and hide it inside my bag.
Another great habit is the Pomodoro technique. You work hard for 25 minutes, and then you take a strict 5-minute break.
I use that exact technique. During my 5-minute breaks, I stand up from my chair and stretch my tired back muscles.
Staring at a bright computer screen for many continuous hours makes my eyes feel extremely dry and terribly exhausted by the afternoon.
You must remember to look away from your screen and focus on something very far away to protect your vision, Leo.
Our lovely listeners are probably experiencing the same issues. It is so important to take care of our physical health at work.
Speaking of health, what do you all normally do for your lunch break? Do you eat at your desks or go outside?
I strongly believe you should never eat at your desk. I always take my homemade lunchbox to the nearby green park. I love that idea, Clara. Fresh air and a change of scenery are so important for our mental health and productivity.
It really is. Now, what about the end of the day? How do you all wind down after a long day of work?
I love to cook a big dinner while listening to some loud, upbeat music. It helps me forget all about the city traffic.
I prefer something quieter, like painting or sketching in my notebook. It helps my creative mind relax after a busy day.
I usually read a physical book to avoid looking at any more blue light from screens. It helps me sleep much better.
That's a great tip, Lucas. Let's talk more about nighttime habits and how they affect our sleep in just a moment.
Watching television is perfectly fine, Leo, but you should also try to spend some time doing a creative or active hobby.
Lucas is absolutely right. For example, I love spending my quiet evenings cooking new, healthy recipes in my kitchen. Cooking is such a wonderful skill. I prefer to spend my evenings painting colorful pictures or playing my acoustic guitar softly.
Honestly, cooking sounds like too much difficult work for me. I usually just order a large, hot pizza for my dinner.
Leo, if you eat pizza every single night, you will not have any energy left for our weekend adventures together.
I dedicate at least 30 minutes every evening to studying a foreign language. Currently, I am actively trying to learn Spanish.
That is incredibly impressive, Lucas. Learning a new language like our listeners are doing right now requires immense dedication and patience.
We are so deeply proud of everyone tuning into this podcast today. You are building a brilliant habit for your future success.
Okay, I am feeling very inspired by all of you. Starting tonight, I will read a real book instead of watching television.
We will definitely hold you to that promise, Leo. Reading before bed is scientifically proven to help you sleep much better.
Staring at the bright blue light from your mobile phone screen can severely disrupt your natural sleeping patterns at night.
What time does everyone usually turn off the lights and go to sleep? Getting enough rest is crucial for our overall health. I try to be completely asleep by 11 o'clock so I can get a full 8 hours of solid, uninterrupted rest.
Because I wake up at 6 in the morning, I always make sure I am deeply asleep by 10:30 every night.
I usually stay awake past midnight because I lose track of time while playing exciting video games with my online friends.
That perfectly explains why you struggle so much with the snooze button in the morning, my dear friend Leo. Changing your habits takes time. You should try going to bed just 15 minutes earlier tonight as a small, easy step.
That sounds like a very manageable and realistic goal. I will absolutely try to do that tonight, Clara. Thank you.
Our daily routines change completely when the weekend finally arrives. Let's discuss how our relaxing Saturdays and Sundays look different.
On the weekend, I completely ignore my early alarm clock. I let my body sleep naturally until it wants to wake up.
Weekends are for pure enjoyment. I love visiting local outdoor markets to buy fresh, vibrant flowers and delicious, crushy artisan bread.
Weekends are my absolute favorite because we always go on crazy, fun adventures together, like visiting amusement parks or giant aquariums.
Spending quality time exploring the beautiful world with your closest friends is the absolute best way to recharge your tired soul.
It is essential to completely disconnect from your stressful work emails during the weekend to maintain a healthy work-life balance perfectly.
Now, let's move to a very exciting part of our podcast. It is time to answer some wonderful questions from our listeners. I love the Q&A section. Listeners send us messages, and we try to give them the best possible advice and answers.
Let me read the very first question. It is from a loyal listener named Maria, who currently lives in beautiful Spain.
Maria asks, I feel very shy when I speak English to native speakers. How can I build my confidence and stop worrying?
That's a fantastic and very common question, Maria. Almost every single language learner experiences that exact same nervous feeling sometimes. The most important thing to remember is that native speakers do not care about your small grammar mistakes at all.
Exactly. They are just incredibly happy and appreciative that you are making the effort to communicate in their native language.
Even I make funny mistakes when I speak sometimes. You just have to laugh at yourself and keep trying your best bravely.
A great tip is to practice speaking out loud to yourself in the mirror every morning to build your vocal confidence naturally. That is wonderful advice for Maria. Now, let's read the second listener question for our podcast team to answer today.
This question comes from Kenji in Japan. He asks, what is the most effective way to remember new English vocabulary words forever?
Vocabulary memorization is a big challenge. The worst thing you can do is just read a long, boring list of words. Instead, you should try to use the new word in a real, meaningful sentence that connects directly to your own personal life.
I use colorful, sticky flashcards. I write the English word on one side and the translation in my language on the back.
Another highly proven scientific method is spaced repetition. You review the words today, then in 3 days, and then in a week.
And listening to our Slow English podcasts regularly is a brilliant way to hear vocabulary used naturally in proper, everyday context.
Thank you for your amazing questions, Maria and Kenji. We absolutely love helping our global community achieve their language learning dreams.
Time flies incredibly fast when we are having such a wonderful conversation. We have almost reached the end of our podcast episode.
It has been an absolute pleasure discussing our daily routines and sharing these helpful, practical tips with everyone listening today.
Before we sign off, we have to do our traditional, comprehensive vocabulary review to ensure you remember everything perfectly.
I am absolutely ready for the final review. Repeating the words out loud is my favorite part of the entire show.
Everyone watching and listening at home, please sit up straight, pay close attention, and prepare to repeat the phrases loudly together.
Reviewing vocabulary at the very end of the lesson successfully transfers the new knowledge permanently into your deep, long-term memory.
Yes, you. Take a deep breath, listen to my voice carefully, and repeat the phrases out loud. Here we go. Let's practice speaking with perfect confidence and incredibly clear pronunciation. Say the words right after I say them. Digital alarm clock.
Look at that beautiful rainbow.
Repeating the sentences out loud along with the video is truly the absolute fastest way to significantly improve your language fluency.
Please don't forget to generously like this video, share it with your fellow students, and subscribe to our growing learning channel.
We really truly love reading your thoughtful answers and hearing about your own personal, joyful stories and exciting language learning experiences.
I am packing my colorful notebooks and my blue pens back into my stylish backpack. I am feeling very accomplished today.
I am pushing my chair in right now. I cannot wait to go home and read that brand new book I promised.
And remember, Leo, you must avoid the video games tonight, or we will be very disappointed in you tomorrow morning.
Do not worry, Clara. I will personally text Leo tonight to remind him to open his book and study hard.
Walking to the studio door, holding my podcast script notes. It is moments exactly like these that make teaching English so rewarding. We are stepping out into the busy city street. Hundreds of other people are laughing, chatting, and walking towards the restaurants.
We will meet again right here in this exact same bright, cheerful studio next week for another brand new, exciting episode.
Stay curious, stay deeply positive, and always keep exploring the remarkably beautiful and fascinating language that connects people across the globe.
From Emma, Leo, Lucas, and Clara, we send you our warmest greetings and our heartfelt, sincerest best wishes from afar.
Have a truly fantastic day, a wonderfully peaceful night, and a very successful, happy language learning journey filled with pure joy.
We will definitely see you very soon with a brand new, exciting, and highly educational story to share and enjoy together.
Take very good care of yourselves, your wonderful families, and always remember to smile brightly, even when grammar gets a bit difficult.
We are walking away from the building now. The fresh, cool air feels amazing on our faces.
It has been an absolute pleasure studying alongside you today. Never stop believing in your incredible ability to learn new things.
My dear viewers, I hope you truly enjoyed this interactive, immersive podcast experience with us today. Remember that mastering a new language is a marathon, not a sprint. Take your time, enjoy the process, and stay wonderfully consistent.
Every single word you learn, every sentence you repeat, brings you one step closer to communicating easily with people across the globe.
We are incredibly proud of the fantastic progress you are making. Keep watching, keep listening, and keep challenging yourself every single day. We will be right here with you, providing fun stories and helpful vocabulary to make your personal learning journey much smoother. So, before we finally close the studio doors and say goodbye, let's remind everyone of our most important language learning rule.
I know the rule. I know exactly what we have to say to our amazing viewers.
Are you ready, Lucas and Emma? Let's say it proudly and loudly so the whole world can hear us.
I am absolutely ready. Let's say it together with maximum enthusiasm for all our deeply dedicated students watching around the beautiful world.
1, 2, 3. Practice your English every single day. Yay! Goodbye, everyone. Have a beautiful, restful night and a highly productive tomorrow.
Stay safe, stay happy, and never lose your wonderful passion for education. Now, I am officially gonna run all the way home to read my new book.
See you next time on our next great English learning podcast. see you in the next episode. Keep shining, keep studying.